A fresh diplomatic push is underway to prevent tensions in the Middle East from spiraling once again. Top officials from US and Iran have arrived in Switzerland for a new round of talks aimed at preserving the fragile peace agreement signed earlier this week. But even before negotiations begin, serious challenges have emerged. Iran has announced that it is closing the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important energy choke points, accusing both Israel and United States of violating commitments made under ceasefire framework. The move has raised fresh concerns about global oil supplies and regional stability. US President JD Vance has arrived in Switzerland for high-stakes talks with Iranian officials as both sides attempt to salvage a peace deal intended to end months of conflict across the region.
Well, Barto and the entire team have been actively managing what's going on in Lebanon. Despite the headlines, things are actually getting better there. Things calmed down a little bit. It's going to be something we're just going to have to continuously manage to ensure that, Israel and Lebanon are both safe and secure. That's fundamentally the goal of this, to make the whole region safe and secure. The big problem is that you have somebody will fruit and then somebody will respond, and you kind of have a chicken and egg problem where you just got to stop feeding for long enough to get the ceasefire fixed. Oh, that's what we're trying to do. We'll keep on working at it, and things have got better.
The Iranian delegation is being led by Foreign Minister and Parliamentary Speaker. Also joining the discussions are Pakistan's Prime Minister and Pakistan Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir, highlighting Islamabad's growing role as a mediator between Washington and Tehran. Well, the negotiations come amid renewed friction over the implementation of US-Iran agreement signed earlier this week. Tehran claims the deal has already been violated, pointing to continue Israeli military operations in southern Lebanon. Iran says these attacks breach commitments to halt military activity across all fronts.
The principal issue for us is resistance over our rights. Thus, whatever may seek to introduce any kind of violation of the rights of our people, we must confront it with intensity and determination and stand firmly against our enemies.
In a dramatic escalation, Iran's military announced the closure of Strait of Hormuz, a strategic waterway through which nearly one-fifth of world oil trade passes every day. The announcement immediately sparked concern in global energy market. However, United States has dismissed Iran's claim. US Central Command says commercial shipping continues to move through the strait and insists Iran does not control the waterway. According to US officials, dozens of merchant vehicles carrying millions of barrels of oil successfully transited the route over the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, fighting between Israel and Hezbollah remain a major obstacle to lasting peace. Despite a ceasefire announcement, Israeli airstrikes and cross-border exchanges have continued in southern Lebanon. Lebanese authorities reported dozens of casualties, while Israel says it is targeting Hezbollah infrastructure and fighters. Speaking before departing for Switzerland, Vice President JD Vance expressed cautious optimism, saying he hopes the talks can advance discussions on both Iran's nuclear program and Lebanon ceasefire. As negotiators gathered behind closed doors, the world will be watching closely. The outcome of these talks could determine not only the future of US-Iran relations, but also the stability of global energy markets and the wider Middle East. As the story unfolds, we get more updates on this. We'll keep you posted. For more geopolitical stories, keep watching Moneycontrol. I'll see you in the next one.